Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's the Deacon Sakari. China and Russia are making biblical moves. Hypersonic missiles that could destroy Babylon, America in 1 hour, as the Bible prophesies, and America is far behind.
This is a hypersonic missile that's been developed by the U.S. military, with research that goes back about 7 decades. The goal is to reach at least 5 times the speed of sound and easily change course while in the air. And this is China's first known model, the relative newcomer to the technology.
As they admit, China is relatively new to the technology of the hypersonic missile, but they are surpassing America, them and Russia. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 7, Bible prophecy. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? These other nations that America thought was so afraid of them, they are suddenly rising up and coming to power and surpassing them with their military technology to destroy them, as the Bible says. Joel chapter 3 verse 10 says, beat your plowshares into swords, meaning get ready for war with all the instruments and equipment you can, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. Now America is leery over a country that not too long ago they believed to be inferior.
Unveiled the weapon in 2019. This type of missile is regarded as one of the most advanced military tools in existence, and a hard-to-detect weapon that current defense systems struggle to take down.
You guys heard it. America's missile defense system is inadequate and struggle to detect and take down these hypersonic missiles that Russia and China, together in coalition, have far more access to and readily available than America. America is behind. No longer the golden standard. This is Bible prophecy. The book of Joel chapter 2 verse 3 speaks about the missiles. It says, a fire devour before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Nothing shall escape them. These missiles have the power to make a land that looks like the Garden of Eden turn into a complete desert, utter destruction. And it talks about how other swords, which the Bible talks about missiles being swords, other swords will not be able to fall on them to deter them. That is Bible prophecy of an inadequate missile defense system of America in the destruction prophesied in the Bible.
So we compare the differences in the US and China's designs, as the race to add hypersonic missiles to their arsenals changes the global balance of military power. To get a sense of why hypersonic weapons can be so deadly, you first need to know the 2 main categories of existing missiles. Most cruise missiles travel in the atmosphere between 400 to 600 miles per hour and are maneuverable. But because they fly relatively slow and low to the ground, radars can detect the missiles and defense systems can shoot them down. Ballistic missiles, on the other hand, travel a lot faster because they rely on rockets that launch them into space. But they follow a predetermined and arched trajectory, so defense systems are able to predict and intercept them. The hypersonic missile, on the other hand, addresses shortcomings with both of those classes of missiles.
The speed and maneuverability of hypersonic weapons allows them to evade defenses. Where all the magic happens. This is our converging diverging nozzle. Without this, you don't have a hypersonic wind tunnel.
Chris Combs runs the Hypersonics Lab at the University of Texas, San Antonio, home to a new state-of-the-art Mach 7 wind tunnel, a key tool in helping the U.S. catch up to China and Russia, and developing weapons that travel more than 5 times the speed of sound.
So these hypersonic missiles can travel Mach 5 speed, meaning 5 times the sound of speed, which is why the Bible says in Revelation chapter 18, specifically verse 17, for in 1 hour so great riches has come to naught. This great city, Babylon, America, will be destroyed in 1 hour due to the high speed of the modernization of this military weaponry that China and Russia has and readily available to shoot. You understand?
Hypersonic missiles and aircraft could be the future of warfare because their speeds and maneuverability make them extremely difficult to defend against. Chris Combs runs the Hypersonics Lab at the University of Texas, San Antonio, home to a new state-of-the-art Mach 7 wind tunnel, a key tool in helping the U.S. catch up to China and Russia in developing weapons that travel more than 5 times the speed of sound. Hypersonic missiles and aircraft could be the future of warfare because their speeds and maneuverability make them extremely difficult to defend against.
We're one of only about 5 in U.S. academia that can do Mach 7+.
And there's only a handful of government-run industrial-grade hypersonic wind tunnels in the U.S.
So you see, America doesn't even have enough wind tunnels to test and prepare and equip and to build these hypersonic missiles. They're so far behind. America is through. Shalom.
Deacon Sakari, we back at it like a crack addict. They done let them bruise in the dough in this wicked industry to shine the light on. They done let them bruise in the dough. Oh shit. They done let them bruise in the dough. They done let them bruise in the dough. They done let them bruise in the dough. We ain't going nowhere. Hebrews, 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 Hebrews. They done let them bruise in the dough. They done let them bruise in the dough. Look, Joe Biden need the free dark. Lo, the hell is wrong with dude? No Alamolek, but I got perfect vision in the dark. I'm a lexicon, I'm a megalodon, all my verses ripping them apart. Mosaic law, what the church is missing, it's the worst religion from the start. In my soul, where the word is written out, that circumcision of the heart. I'm rocking my fringes, I'm in Seattle, rocking like Hendrix. No industry gimmicks, you rappers are finished, I'm kicking the door off the hinges. Throwing stones like you sinless till you get the finish. You should've repented in a minute, this truth is endless, they loving the image. Sinetta, what happened to Kim? What happened to Kim? I keep my pencil on point, no sharpener. Used to weigh pounds of throw, I lay down the flow like carpenters. She causing division in the sisterhood, I'm marking her. I'm preparing the way for the harvester, I'm a harbinger. Popping perks, popping mollies, and putting powder in your nostrils. We be in the trenches, needles under benches, we be giving them the gospel. I keep 12 Sakari members with me, we be moving like apostles. Some stices is dead traps, hair rascals, you still a thought though. The church don't even know the truth, they can even tell you an Israelite. And the Arabs selling you all the switches and the malt liquor are the Ishmaelites. You can show a nigga slave ships in the Bible, still won't get it right. Until the time's out, then a nigga gotta find out what them missiles like.